All right, Brittany, I only learned one thing about this crazy tool. It's the second you touch that button, you go live. Doesn't
Pretty
matter what you're doing.
crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. So, this is really a neat week. We're featuring new executives. People that have made it to executive and they still have a half a month left, and so it's really fun. Last night we had Jess in New Brunswick,
Yeah,
and
that's
like
crazy.
this, right? Just like you're in my living room.
Yeah, I know.
So fun, right?
Yeah.
And so we were just chatting, and I'm going to have Brittany introduce herself. Where are you from, and what's your family like?
Okay, so I am from American Fork, Utah, and I currently live in Highland, which is like the next town over. So, Utah County girl. Um, I have been married at the end of this month. We will have been married 10 years. So, we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary coming up. We have a house full of girls here. We have three little girls. Oakley's our oldest. She's 6. And then Brighton just barely turned 3. And then our baby is Blakely, and she's 18 months. So
Wow.
we're busy. We keep busy over here.
Yeah, so you're a busy mom.
Yeah, for sure.
So how long ago did you start New Skin?
So I signed up on May, I think like the 19th or 20th. I think it was the 19th.
So late in May.
Yep, late in May. And I actually was a customer first. So I actually had been using the product for like 2 weeks and loved it and really didn't have any intention in selling it until, my friend that I got it from messaged me and was like, hey, you've got to get in on this. It's awesome. It's free to sign up. So I thought, well, I have nothing to lose. So then it's been a really busy month since then. So it's been great.
How did it go? Your first post cycle? What did that look like?
So I posted the day I signed up, posted that night, and within the first 2 posts that I did, so like 2 or 3 days, I sold like 70 tubes, I think, 72 tubes. So
Wow.
it was awesome. Yeah, it was busy, but it was great. So yeah, I made like $700 from 2 posts. So
Wow, that's really fun.
yeah.
That's good. That's really good. And then from there, you've been still posting and recruiting. What have you done from there? You started recruiting.
Yeah, so I posted the recruiting post and had a lot of interest there. So just have kind of been focusing on that, more kind of the recruiting side. I think now I have, gosh, I think like 19 girls on my first line, and then they've signed under them, and it's just been going fast. So it's good.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about like what's attractive. You obviously I love your story because you started as a customer, and I think that's the right way. I
Yeah.
think people should use the product and fall in love with the product, and then that gives them an authentic story to tell in social media, which I
Yeah,
think
for
is
sure.
such a great way to tell a story. And so tell us, how it's unfolding for you. At first, you were a customer, you liked the product, then you started selling, and what's going on now?
Yeah, I think that has kind of been my benefit a little bit because people have asked, everyone asks, well, does it really work? I'm like, well, I'll show you. So I've showed, I've shared with them my personal picture. And I've bleached for years. So I kind of started with white teeth and didn't really think, oh, well, but bleach is expensive and it was killing my teeth and whatever. So I didn't know that my before and after picture would be as, it's not super dramatic, but you can definitely see a difference. And so once I share that, they're like, oh, okay, well, wait, how do I get in on this? And so people, I think it helps to kind of have a personal story and you like the product and you just share that you love the product rather than try and sell them the product. And, people kind of
Cheryl.
relate to that a little bit more. So that's kind of how I've gone about things. And I don't know, people want to make money too. So it's funny how, and so since then I've kind of started, Blake was the one that actually told me start messaging people because you'll get more recruits that way, the people, and he said you'll be shocked at the people that want to sign up. And it's funny too because when I've gone to send a message, I'm like, oh, I don't know that that's really their thing or that they would be interested. And those have been the people that are like, well, yeah, give me some more details. I kind of want to know about this. So you just never know. My advice would be just you never know. And some people will tell you no, which is a little bit discouraging sometimes, but you just move on and find the next person. So it's
That's
been great.
perfect.
Yeah.
And so now, I'm going to do a little bit of coaching because I actually have you face to face for the very first
First
time.
time. I know we've talked a lot, but never face to face.
It's crazy. It's such a different generational thing for me because I'm so used to the phone. I just lived with a phone in my ear when I was building the business. But we've really only talked on the phone twice
Yeah,
or only once.
I think twice, two or three
Twice.
times maybe, and then we've messaged a lot, and I've messaged Blake a lot. So with all my
Yes. And it's fast and it fits in
yeah,
with your life. I mean, you got 3 kids, you're juggling all that and so give
yeah.
us an estimate of like how much time a week you're putting in, just a guess.
Oh gosh. I don't know. It kind of depends because I've tried to help my girls, the girls I have signed, I've tried to help. I've sent them the post that I need to do and boost their post and shared their post. And so when I do that, it's a little bit, I feel like I'm on my phone a little bit more, but I kind of try to do it, when my kids are napping. So, a little bit in the afternoon and then a little bit at night when they're in bed. And so it's really a lot. You're kind of, I feel like I'm on my phone a lot, but it's really, I don't know, maybe I don't know. I've kind of the last couple of days have kind of, I have some girls I want to get to executive, so we're kind of it's been a little bit busier, but I don't know, a few hours a week, not a lot. Very
Yeah.
part-time. That was kind of my intention. It was just
That's
very,
good. I think that's good. It's kind of hard to estimate because what I
yeah.
love about it is you're doing it from your phone and you're kind of fitting it into your life, and that's what's a really neat thing
Well,
about
and I
this.
can do it to while my kids are playing, or I'm answering back messages or questions or whatever. So it's really convenient and fast and easy and
Yeah, so you're obviously starting to track on a little more than the selling because you've raced to executive,
yeah.
and so this is where I'm going to do a little bit of coaching. So it's only the 14th. And so that gives you the chance to get quite a few LOIs in. You were an LOI last month,
Hmm.
right? And
Yeah.
so
Yep.
you're new enough that you probably don't know about the qualifying bonus pool,
You've
right?
kind of explained it, but I still am like, I don't really get it. It's kind of confusing.
So yeah, so every time somebody files an LOI now that you're already in front of them, if you get
Right.
4 shares, then you can get in the pool. And what they do is they take a percentage of North American sales and they
Okay.
put it in the qualifying pool. And so depending on how many shares they are, it's hard to estimate exactly how much they're worth. But they run about 170, $175 a piece,
Right.
which is really
Is-
nice because you're still
Yeah.
qualifying, right? And
Yeah.
you're positioning your team for next month for July so that when you're an executive, you start getting paid on your whole team.
Right.
So I always tell people you have one chance. And so this is kind of a coaching moment. You
Okay.
have one
Okay.
chance to get your very first executive check. So you
Right.
want recruiting and positioning your group so that you have a big July. And then, like Blake, he really did a great job of positioning himself, and now he has a nice executive check, and it really helps him with recruiting.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah. Share that story and tell.
exactly,
Yeah.
forever, forever. I still get asked, not real often anymore, but I used to get asked really regularly, how much money did you make your first month as an executive? And man, I really busted in it. Back then, there was no speed qualify. You couldn't do it in a month.
Yeah.
You had to take 3, well, 4
Oh.
actually. And so my first check was, it was like 5,000. It was like $4,485, and that was a while ago. Back when $4,400 was a
Oh,
lot of
wow.
money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Still a
and,
lot of
and,
money, but
but it's nice. I can't even count how many times I've told that story. So it's
yeah.
really important to have a little bit of strategy, and then where we're going. I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but is the success trip interesting at all?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I was saying earlier to you that my husband keeps saying, yeah, let's go to South Africa and then you just make a lot of money so I can quit my job and not have to work anymore. Okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
And that would be so much fun. I look at all the different people, Jess that we had on last night, different people are qualifying, the Jacksons and others. I can see that being a really cool trip.
Yeah, it would be awesome. It would be
Really
so.
fun to take a big
Yeah.
group and go. So, all right. Well, it's fun to work with you.
Yeah, it's fun to work with you. I'm glad we could meet face to face, even though we don't live that far away.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so a couple more coaching moments, and this is tough. I I I think a lot about time, and I think a lot about, I think this is like the perfect business for young families because
Yeah.
you're in a great situation where your husband's really supportive and you're doing it in between and still
Yep.
taking care of your kids, and you live here in Provo, so I imagine you've been to the Innovation Center a few times to get,
Yep.
which is handy.
Yeah.
Have the event going on this weekend. I don't know whether that's on your radar. I know your husband's out of town. Those are great events to round out. I love to have people come and hear about the whole business. I think it's a really good thing to do.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of events stacked up. It's odd that we have an international or a global convention in October. Normally we have our Summer Success Summit, we have our monthly event, and then we have some kind of a national event. It just happens this year that we have the global event, the live,
Yeah.
and so that'll be really fun. It's a local fun event. We have Maroon 5 coming, so if you can do
Yes.
that, if you can figure that out, it'll be really fun.
Yeah. It would be awesome.
Yeah. So all right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for being
Hey,
on. I know that
you're
this is your
welcome.
debut on live video.
Debut. I don't know.
You
My
did
first
great.
live
You're never
video.
nervous. And I didn't coach you. Did I coach you about this? I asked you a couple questions. We did a
We did a little
technology run through.
test just to make sure we connected fine, but no, that was it. You didn't
Yeah.
ask me till like 4 o'clock this afternoon, so I didn't have really much time to psych myself out. So
You probably did that on purpose, right?
yeah, probably.
All right. Well, it's so fun, Brittany. It's great to see you building your business and let us know. Always reach out. We're here to help, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to put in some hours right now, and we're here to help.
Yeah. Well, thanks for all your help.
Okay. Great. Have a nice night.
You
I hope
too.
we didn't
Thank
wake. I
you.
hope we didn't wake your kids up.
No, they're good.
They're gone. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Hey, talk to you
Okay.
online. Bye
All
bye.
right. Thanks. Bye.